What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Young Base. Today I'm gonna show you my first trade of 2024, and I took it on Thursday, January 4th. Yeah, this past Thursday, and it was on NAS 100. It was a pretty clean trade. The setup was easy. Nothing unusual about it. And honestly, if you would have held this trade to its entire trade, it would have gave you like a 1 to 13, but I held it to like a 1 to 11. So with 1% risk, this would have passed anyone's funded challenge. It would have got you 10%, it would have got you 8%, whatever the goal is. Me personally, I lowered my risk a little bit because my funded account was in drawdown, so I'm just working on getting out of drawdown. So on one account, I risked 0.25. That's my live account. And on my challenge account, I risked 0.5%. So I didn't really get the full benefit of this trade, but it was still a great trade nonetheless. So I'm gonna break it down and show you guys what my thought process was while I was taking the trade. So as you can see, we're on NAS 100, and this is the trade. So I caught it here and I wrote it down all the way down to here. So I knew this next Friday would be NFP. I could have either closed before NFP happened, but I felt like NFP would have shot down a little bit more. So I closed around here when I saw the rejection candles. Let me show you exactly my thought process as I was going through this trade. Let me delete this. 1 second. Let me delete this. Wow. My fingers do not work today. So okay, there it is. All right, bet. So I'm going to go back here before New York session. So normally I get on the charts at like 7:50, 8 o'clock. So I get on right before New York session starts, and which gives me time, like 7:50 to 8 gives me time to like analyze the charts before I look at what potentially could happen. So my trading style, I have two trading styles. So one is more like mechanical, where it's like when I see this and this happen, then I just get in. But the second trading style I have is more like a price action trading style, because I needed one that follows the trend, because sometimes I missed a lot of trades because my mechanical style does not work all the time with the trend. It's more of like a consolidation style trading style. So let's see what I saw when I came to the charts. Okay, so around this time, it would be like 7:50, I saw that I saw London had made a supply zone right here on the 1 hour. So London made a supply zone on the 1 hour, and I refined it a little bit, maybe to the 30 minute, I don't remember. But all I know is I saw the supply zone, and then I saw the push after on the 1 hour, which broke structure right here, right? So the push from the supply zone broke structure right here. So what did I expect when I came to the charts? I wanted to see price make its way back up here, transition, and then sell. And that is literally the trade that I took. I would go to the lower time frame, usually the 5 minute, because that's the 5 minutes is what I use to follow market structure on a lower time frame. Okay, so right here, I'm just waiting. I know price made a lower low, so I was waiting for it to come back and make a lower high. Yeah. So price dumped. And yep, this would have even been an entry for a buy, but I was following the trend. I knew price was in a downtrend, so I would not take the risk to take this buy up here. That's just me personally, because after here, it will probably shoot up. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Then when price got into my range, boom, went to the 1 minute. All right, price is in my range. I had this box pre-marked, so I was waiting to see what price would do in the box. I don't just enter when price enters the box, because that is how you lose a lot of your trades. Because sometimes this zone might not hold up. This is just my area of interest. It doesn't mean that the zone is 100% gonna work all the time. So I'm on the 1 minute. As I'm waiting, I see price decides to make a low right here. This is the new low. This is the new low. So prior to this low, in my opinion, the last low would have been right here. That's just my trading style, because I need at least a 2 candle consecutive pullback before the run up to make it a low. So here price made 3 candles. I'm like, okay, price made 3 candles here, made a low, and then it broke the high. So that would be my new, this would be my new high. So now for me to enter, all I need is a displacement down to here that breaks this. So let's see what price does. So before I continue, I already know what price does. I'm gonna show you what I see. So this is what I see: a low to a high, then a low. Price comes here and breaks that high. So now what I'm expecting is price to come break this low right here. So once, this is what I'm waiting for. Once I see this pattern, this is why I draw the lines, because it kind of helps me see it out a little bit better. Once I see this pattern, you enter off an area in here. Let me change the zone. Let me change the color. Okay, you enter off a area in here. Let's make it green. So what I would be looking for is then price to come back up into this zone, right? Anywhere in this zone, and then short. Obviously, since this is a smaller zone, I'm gonna just take the short when price touches the zone, have my stops above the high. So if the high is broken, that means my trade is invalid, because this is a break of structure, a break of market structure, right? So once this happens, this high should not be broken if price is in a downtrend, if that makes sense. So once I see this, have my stops above the high, because if the high is broken, then price is still in an uptrend. If it's not broken, price is shifted to a downtrend. So have that target my 1 to 3. Normally I target a 1 to 3. This one I just held because I felt like price was going to break the low from the higher time frame perspective. So this is what I would wait to see, and then boom, enter at the touch of this box, stops above the high, 1 to 3, and then yeah. So this, I'm going to, as I drew this figure here, you're going to watch it happen right here. So here's 1 candle, 2 candle, 3 candle. So the high was broken, the low was broken, high was broken, low was broken. So what am I waiting to see? Price to eventually pull back into one of these areas. So I believe I entered in off this candle. I believe I entered this off this candle. It's either this candle or price pulled up higher. And then I targeted all the way down here. I'm gonna tell you why I targeted down there in a second. So on the 1 hour, price had already reacted to this supply zone, right? Price tapped the supply zone. So I felt like price was gonna break and go to the next supply zone, which in my opinion would be right here. So that's where my target was, underneath this low. Obviously price didn't have to go there, and price didn't go there. Price went to like right here, and then it started retracing. So I just got out the trade because I got way more than I needed already. So I was content with what I had. So let me delete this example, because I feel like we see what's happening. Price did exactly what I drew. So let's see if this goes higher, because okay, yes, this is the candle I entered off. So I entered right here, because I'm expecting this high not to be broken because price has now shifted to a downtrend. Correct, right? So low, high, higher low, higher high, lower low, and this should be the lower high to continue to the lower low, if that makes sense. So I didn't target down here. I could have targeted down there. That would probably been a smarter target, but my target was all the way down here, right? So I entered, and then we're just gonna let it play out. Let's go to the higher time frame. In fact, let's go back to the 1 minute, because that's where I entered in, so y'all will see what happens in real time. So let it play out. Price kept moving down. New York session's about to end. So I held this trade for I held it overnight. So from New York session to New York session, which isn't too bad. It's not bad. I've held worse, but honestly, I should have just got out here. Next time, I'm gonna get out here, but I felt like my analysis was pretty correct, so I wasn't scared to hold it down here. But yeah, this is what you see. Then price plays around here because it just took this liquidity until it comes to New York session, or until it comes to London session. So price took the liquidity here. It's gonna play around here, consolidate until London session, and then London session is either gonna push it down or consolidate. So let's see. Yep, there comes London session. London session helped push it down some more. And what time is this? This is 6 o'clock. Let's continue. And then this is when NFP happened, right? This was the NFP candle. And I actually woke up when that candle happened, right? So I watched this candle happen, and I already know how news is. I know how news is. So once I saw these two rejections, I was content. I didn't even want to hold the trade anymore. I was like, I got at least a 1 to 11. I'm content. Holding the trade from here to here would have just been greedy, because it's like, what if price just turns on me because of news? So yeah, that's my breakdown on this trade and why I took the trade, why I entered. And yeah, thanks for watching.